I'm one of the acute care team sisters within the hospital, and my role within the hub is to answer any of the calls that come through from the patients that have the system in their homes. And what I do when they ring through is I'm just making an assessment of what the patient needs and whether whether the skills that I have can help to manage that patient, or whether we need to pull in other services, so whether we need to escalate to the consultants to come and review the patient and see what they can do over the telemed system, or whether we're putting on services outside of the hospital on the community services to then go in and see the patient. So it's just making that kind of decision of what the patient needs, really. It's surprising how many skills that you can actually use through the telemed system, which has been kind of the big surprise for me. You're drawing, because as a nurse you're quite used to being quite touchy-feely with your patients and getting hands-on, but it's a different way of assessing for me, but I'm still drawing on a lot of my kind of advanced skills, I feel, and my questioning and making that kind of clinical judgment. So it's a different way of working, but I still feel like I'm helping the patients at the end. Depends on what the patient needs. 9 times out of 10, yes, but there are those unfortunate occasions where you can't avoid an admission, and we don't want to delay treatment in that way, but there are many of the situations that come through, we're getting the opportunity to get in there early and hopefully prevent that admission. No, not at all. I think we have to give them a lot of encouragement to try and to use the service more. So I try to always encourage them and say that we're here 24/7, and we'd rather that they called us rather than they didn't call us. I had a really poorly patient call through on the telemed system, and they were visibly very unwell, so I got the consultant there straight away who was able to make an assessment through the telemed system that the patient was really poorly. So while he carried on talking to them and could visibly see what was going on with the patient, I was able to then ring for an ambulance and arrange a bed on our medical admissions unit here, and we were able to get the patient admitted straight to the ward.